Is the US dollar becoming cashless? The BRICS threat. In recent years, the global dominance of the US dollar has faced unprecedented challenges, with its role as the world's primary reserve currency increasingly under scrutiny. This erosion of influence is particularly evident in the shifting dynamics of global geopolitics and economics, spearheaded by the rise of BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These nations, representing a significant portion of the world's population and economic output, are actively seeking to undermine the dollar's supremacy as a means of liberation from what they perceive as the West's undue influence over their economies and sovereignty. The US dollar's declining power. Historically, the US dollar has been the cornerstone of international trade and finance, empowering the United States to exert tremendous control over global markets and political landscapes. Its role as the world's reserve currency allowed the US to impose sanctions, control trade flows, and maintain economic leverage over other nations. However, cracks in this hegemony are becoming increasingly visible. A prime factor in this shift has been the ongoing Ukrainian-Russian War. In response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the United States, along with its allies, implemented severe financial sanctions. These sanctions included freezing Russian assets and removing the country from the global SWIFT payment system, which effectively cut Russia off from dollar-based transactions. While the intent was to cripple the Russian economy, these actions also accelerated a global pivot toward alternatives to the US-led financial system. The role of BRICS in challenging the dollar. The BRICS coalition, composed of emerging economies disillusioned by the dominance of Western ideologies, saw an opportunity in this moment of crisis. These nations began to work collectively to reduce their dependence on the US dollar, seeking financial and trade systems that would shield them from the influence of Western sanctions and economic policies. Why this matters? For decades, the US dollar has symbolized economic security and stability. However, as BRICS nations grow stronger and more unified, they pose a legitimate threat to the dollar's status. If these nations successfully establish a parallel global financial system, it could lead to significant devaluation of the dollar, leaving economies that rely heavily on it vulnerable, preparing for a cashless society. Given these challenges, individuals and businesses that operate under the umbrella of the US dollar must take proactive steps to prepare for potential disruptions in the global financial landscape. Here are some suggestions. Diversify investments. Consider exploring investments in commodities like gold and silver, which tend to retain value during economic uncertainty. Learn about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum offer an alternative to traditional currencies. These digital assets operate outside the control of centralized financial systems and could be a hedge against the dollar's decline. Stay informed. Understanding the changes in global trade and finance is crucial. Keep track of developments in BRICS, alternative currencies, and the broader geopolitical landscape. Adopt fintech solutions. Embrace technologies that facilitate digital transactions and financial management, such as blockchain platforms, which are becoming more integral in a cashless world. The bottom line: while no one can predict the exact trajectory of the global economy, it is clear that the era of the unchallenged US dollar is coming to an end. The rise of BRICS and their alternatives to dollar hegemony signal a shift toward a multipolar financial world. By staying informed and prepared, individuals and businesses can mitigate risks and adapt to the evolving economic landscape. In an uncertain world, it is better to be ready than sorry. As the possibility of a cashless society looms, investigating new technologies and alternative currencies is not just wise, it may be essential for survival. The threats are real, but so are the opportunities to stay ahead of the curve.